Yeah. Eat 'em up, yum yum. Eat 'em up, yum yum. Yo, what up, fam? It's your boy JC, the hip hop junkie. Vinyl Beats and Eats. Got a show today, y'all. Got a show today. Blessed. Man. Woo! We got a hot one for you today, fam. Hot one today, man. Y'all DJs out there, y'all fucking be blessed. Everybody. We got today no other than, man, I'm honored to say, DJ Revolution.
Cheers.
You already know, fam, this is the eats thing. We eat and everything. Usually we go out, we go to some spot, somebody tell us or whatever, but today it's in-house. We're doing in-house today, so, can't post anything, because it's in-house. So, eating taquitos right here. Mm-hmm. Rev, he's already in it, so,
I'm already grubbing, man. I'm way ahead of you, bro.
Man, Rev, I appreciate you for coming down, man.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Ran into you at the NAMM show, and that shit was fucking dope, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was a good show. I mean, it's always cool. Yeah. It's just it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to digest.
Really?
But
you're right.
I'm just kind of used to it. I've been going to that show for 20 years.
Yeah, I know. Something like that. For me, it was cool because of what I'm doing. The show and everything. Mm-hmm. So it was right up my alley, DJs and producers. And everybody was, I didn't have to go, like, certain spots, different towns and anything to network. It was just all right there.
That's why, that's what it's for, It's for, I mean, it's great to see the gear and the new technology, but that's like a one-stop hub for all the homies, too, right.
Yeah, you run into people you hadn't seen in a minute.
I mean, we all joke about it because we're all busy. And, some of my, lifelong DJ friends and hip hop friends, sometimes we only see each other at NAMM.
Yeah.
And we're just like, when we're done, we're like, all right, peace, man. I'll see you next year.
Yeah. Because it's life, Everybody has their own fucking, their shit that they're doing, and sometimes that's a place where, everybody can meet up, and
yeah, it's great. I mean, I take advantage of that because life is, moving 100 miles an hour and everybody, we're older, we got stuff going on and we're not going and hanging out at people's houses for 3-4 hours at a time anymore, you know what I'm saying? And like just hanging out, like listening to music and all that. We got to have a purpose. And, like I live in Long Beach, so my friends live in the Valley and that might as well be the moon. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
No one's coming to check me in Long Beach from the Valley and I'm not going to the Valley to check them.
So it's these type of things that,
So if we don't see each other at events, which we do, if they come check me spin, I'll go watch them spin. But, other than that, I might not see you till next year at NAMM.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And so I take advantage of it. And, it's always cool because we can all just get together and talk shit about all the new gear, what's good, what's bad, what's going on in life, and then boom, we out. We'll never see each other for another year.
True.
So,
and those things are still like good times, no matter what. It's like they're your peoples.
Yeah,
and we all understand that. Everybody has lives and shit to do. So those are the real friends that when you do meet up, it's just like you just saw each other yesterday. Because you just jump back into what you were already been doing.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, other than a little older and kids and shit and more responsibility, but yeah, no, you're right. No, it is, man. For me, like I said, it was like fucking kid in a fucking candy store.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm like lining up everybody and trying to get people, to come on the show. It was like, that shit was fucking dope, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It's good. It's good for that. It's a good networking experience. It's still the same show relatively, but back when it was still like a weird place for DJs to go, there wasn't that much DJ gear there. There wasn't that much focus on the DJ side of it, which is
so
still
as opposed from then to now, you see it as it's grown ridiculous.
Yeah, man, like.
So there wasn't that many booths, Brad?
So from one year to the next, it was like man, what happened here? Like
Really?
the whole middle section of the one of the bigger halls was now like DJ producer oriented. And, there was little tiny booths here and there, and they were scattered all over the place. You would have to really look around to find, like,
Really?
somebody's booth. Like, there was no Beat
It's
Junkie
fucking
booth.
big
There was
because
no...
if you don't know, because when I first got there, I was just up in the area where there was this equipment, and you had to walk down to the other side.
Right.
I didn't know that shit, but you're right.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing. If you came in and you didn't know where to go in the earlier stages, man, you might not find anything that's interesting, you know?
Right.
And so from one year to the next, as DJing really, really got super popular and the DJ gear started to really sell, Pioneer started blowing their booth up, and, all these other big companies started partnering up with each other, and all their distributors started getting together with the big money and making big booths, and all the DJ gear and pro audio gear kind of got combined into one central location. So you could just walk in and literally you could just be in that one hall all damn day.
Like the way it kind of works.
Yeah, but before we had to like go from hall to hall or like look at a damn map like where the hell is this? Where's this shit at? I don't know.
So then for you that's fucking dope though, right?
I
Because
like it.
It evolved and it's not just scarce anymore, and it's not considered just like the back of everything.
I mean, I think it's cool, but also, I mean, it kind of like it makes it a little bit more boring and like a little bit less of an experience because it's just going. It's like I am a DJ and yeah, I want to see all my friends and check out all the DJ stuff, but
Right.
I'm also there as a professional. Like I'm a producer, I'm an educator, I am a person that buys gear. Like I'm really about checking out the shit. Like I don't want to watch DJ scratch. Like
Right.
I've been doing that my whole life, bro. I'm cool with watching it, and it's great, man. I love seeing it, and I love seeing the younger generation coming up and showing off their talent on the turntables, and like people performing there and doing sets. And you might catch an offset from DJ Scratch or me or Grandmaster Flash.
I get what
whatever.
you're saying, Rev. You know why? Because you're that guy.
Well,
I mean, not. I'm saying like
No, I get
realistically,
what you're saying.
like you're saying that seeing DJ Scratch or something, but it's the same. Like you're that guy too. Seeing DJ Rev, up there. So I get what you're saying. So for you, it's cool, the homies and everything like that, but you're the business guy. You're the guy that's performing. You're the guy that's out there networking and doing your business. I get I get what you're saying.
It's almost a distraction at a certain point because all of a sudden you are hanging out with your friends. You are watching some dope DJ cut it up.
Right.
Or you're hearing somebody speak. Or, oh, shit, there goes...
Forget what you're supposed to be there for, right?
And I'm like, okay, but I didn't get anything done. I just walked around for 3 hours and I'm like...
Right.
Still asking what's new, Like, that was like...
No, I get what you're saying, though, man. I really do, because from your side, like, you've been doing it all these years. And, fam, for you, everybody, that's why we do this show. We do this show because we want DJs, we want producers to be known like them MCs, the rappers, the singers. Like, when they're walking down the street, you should know DJ Rev. You should know automatically. These DJs, these people, guys should know just as well as your MCs or your singers, because these guys are the ones that have been doing it and putting down. And I get what he's saying. He's saying basically, I've been doing it for all these years, and I'm an entertainer.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
I'm an entertainer, and whereas somebody like me going around, for me, it's like, oh shit, seeing the DJs and everything. Whereas you're the DJ, you're the performer. I get that. I get it.
But also, it's wasn't open to the public. You couldn't get in there. You had to be invited, or you had to pay a ridiculous amount of money to get a badge, and you still had to be referred or invited. If you weren't a member of certain, organizations or work for a company. So now it's like you pay tickets to a festival and boom, you go there and everybody knows, okay, the Beat Junkie's going to have a booth and so-and-so is going to be performing, and they post it up on social media. It was nothing like that, man. Shit was all undercover. Nobody knew what the hell was happening.
You kind of had to stumble on it.
And also it was better then also because in certain ways, because all the cool shit happened after the day's convention was over, there was lots of after parties. Lots of people were taking people off the convention floor and putting them in hotel suites, having parties by the pool, having parties, drinks, going to clubs, blowing out big ass.
No, that shit was live.
And it was cool. They would have people perform there instead of at NAMM, which is like, I think it's cool that there's that opportunity, and you can, I definitely feel like it took something from, I don't think it took anything away from it. It just changed it for me. And so, I mean, it's still good. It's just like everything. It changes.
Because the way you're describing it now, like, it was more like you said. It was a bigger event than what it was outside of it than as it was inside.
There was more to look forward to, like who's doing the after party,
right?
Who's going to be DJing at so and so's party or whatever. Now it's just like, if you're not in NAMM to catch that little 30-minute set at that booth, you missed it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to see Grandmaster Flash up there for 30 minutes at the Pioneer booth when there's like a bunch of people that don't even know who the fuck that guy is standing around looking at him like, oh, who's this? Who's that guy? Who's that old DJ? It's like, and everyone else like us is like, yo, it's Flash.
That's Flash.
I want to see him rock in his element. Not in front of a weird convention audience, right? Everybody's standing around.
Because regardless, you have hip hop, but you still have your fucking bookworms there. So, your fucking nerds and shit. Like,
I'm the same type of person where it's like, I go to a club or a party or a festival, and the 50 dudes up front staring at me, waiting for me to scratch, and fucking the party up.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? The girls aren't dancing anymore. Yeah. They're not trying to dance with any of the girls. They're not drinking. They're just like
holding up.
And then every time I do something, it's like, oh, and then they just, they're not really into it. So that's, to me, it's the same. It's like a convention audience.
Right.
Where there are people just standing around looking like, oh wow, man, look at that. It's Funk Master Flex, and they're just like, phones up.
You're right. And now you're saying that it is a total. It takes a whole lot of vibe away from it.
Yeah,
because you're right. People are just sitting there, and like I said, it was dope for me. But the way you're saying it, it really is, because remember when we used to have the Gavin and Jack the Rapper, like those were live,
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. What you're saying is that it took away from that. Now everybody's just under a tent now or a booth and just watching.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong.
That was cool.
I don't want to sound jaded or, I'm just giving you my perspective because I went when it was completely different.
Right.
When there was, when I was doing exhibition sets at some of these booths where they were like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, who is it? Why are they having a DJ up there? And I was out there doing stuff early. Like all the homies were out there doing stuff for various companies. And now it's interesting because you get DJs that will be at one booth, like the Pioneer booth, at 3:00 on Friday. And then the next afternoon, they're doing something at the Rain, or they're doing something with Techniques. And it's like, man, who are you? I know you got to get a check, bro. I know that. And that's cool, man. You got to work. But what are you a supporter of? What do you really like? You would just do anything.
So basically, you're just there for you.
And to be seen, because they know it's where a bunch of people.
Because I'm not no names, but I did see quite a few DJs at different booths that day, at different hours.
All day. And that was just that day.
Yeah.
Come back the next day, they're still flipping it, And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, from my perspective, again, as a person who's been there for every year, almost for like 20 years.
Rev, that's no different than fucking, for instance, going to eat somewhere, and when you first went there, that shit was fire, but through the years, it kind of watered down and it's changed.
Yeah. And
that's true.
But you still go there.
But everybody has that type of thing, and no matter what you do, you hear that, man, it's not the same as it used to be. That's that is thrown around so much,
I mean,
and that's across the board with anything.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it like, oh man, it ain't the same.
No.
But
in that sense, it is though, because it did change, and it was
for sure it changed.
It was more of the people, as opposed to more of a business.
Yeah, now it's more like you know, people that didn't even know NAMM existed 2 years ago are like, yo, you going to NAMM next year? Or they're trying to get a set together because they're going to be at the booth.
Right.
And they know these are people that are trying to come up. And when you're trying to come up, you're hungry. So you do anything when there's going to be a bunch of people. I get that. I did that.
Right.
You have to do that.
Yeah, it's your hustle.
Whether you're MC, DJ, artist, whatever, you got to be seen. So I'm not discounting that part of it because that's great. Any place where you can go get your shit off and get exposed is great. But if you're a well-known, established professional and you're there and all you do is like show up, catch a check, and then bounce, that says something to me. It says like you don't really give a shit about what's going on here. Like you just came for the money, and that's cool. But don't think that people don't know that. You know, like next time I see you, you should know. I know that.
Yeah.
And it's like I would feel the same way. And
that's where the respect comes in. I mean, you know, you can't respect a person. And, you know,
yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I will say that. You know, it's like I'm not doing shit for anybody that I'm not down with. Like I'm not rocking anybody's product that I don't use.
Right.
I'm not gonna take your money if I don't use your product. That's how you win. That's the win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
it's like you don't have to bend any way. Shit just starts going your way because, you know, like taking requests. I'll take requests, but I'm never gonna play a record if I wasn't going to play it already.
Right.
Like, and that's the magic.
Right.
All the girls think, oh my God, it was amazing. He played
my record, but that wasn't amazing.
I was going to play that shit anyway. 3 records from now. You just happened to pop up and ask for it. And that's how you win. That's how you look like a magician. And you just weave this whole thing together. And sometimes, you know, you do freestyle, but.
You know what? I got to say for respect for the DJs, and I got to say it on behalf of the DJs too, because don't ever fucking ask a DJ to play something. Do not. And I'm not DJ. I'm here. I'm doing the show, and I'm also a fan of it. But you never go and ask a DJ, do you have this? Can you play this? Don't you think he set up a setup for that day? He set his music up for that day. When you go and ask that, no, man. And he's in his element. He's rocking his shit. He's got you dancing.
So that's where I agree. But beforehand, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say I definitely want you to go and ask a DJ to play something. I want all you females out there to get up in the DJ's face and ask them. Because that's going to tell you a lot about what kind of a person and a DJ they are. How they react to that situation. You know, that's like, you cannot be a boxer unless you've taken punches.
Right.
That's a punch. And you need to be able to pivot and adapt and be able to say, no, I don't have that. What are you going to do when she starts acting ill? How are you going to react that? Right. How are you going to say, oh yeah, I'll play it in a minute? Well, yeah, if you don't play it in 5 minutes, she's back again. So how do you do that? Like, these are all things that DJs need to learn, and we won't learn them unless you come and bother the shit out of us. So I'm a much better DJ because I've had to adapt and pivot and deal with people. That's your job, is to interact with people. You're the boss of the party. You're the party boss. Yeah. Dance floor manager. Yes. And you cannot be in that position if you're not prepared to interact with people that are doing crazy shit. You know, almost spilling drinks on your shit, throwing stuff around the booth, getting in the booth, trying to touch your shit. And all of that, man, that foundation is missing. And take it from me, as a person who educates young DJs and older DJs, they're missing that component, and they suffer as a DJ for it. Because it's great, you got your music, you got your skills, but man, you're an entertainer and you're in a party in an environment where there's a lot of chaos going on. If you can't handle it and still get your shit off, that's the dividing line between good and great right there.
Yo, Rev, you just opened me up to shit right now. No, for real, like, because I just said what I said right now, and you know, most DJs, they have their lineups and everything like that, you know, but the way you broke it down, that makes sense. It does. No, you're going to have people coming no matter what, and you have to be prepared for that, you know. You have to be able to handle those situations.
Yeah, be smart about it and be respectful and be cool.
Right.
You know, don't be a bitch. Right. You know what I mean? And don't be the drunk dude holding up the cell phone, because then you're going to get the angry DJ. Yeah. Because then we're throwing it all out at that point. You know, you get no love for that. Right. But man, I want to challenge. Like today, I'm a freestyle. I don't have anything planned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on and just. I went through your records and I'm gonna do my thing. Like,
hey, telling you, fam. Hey, we're about to be blessed right now, man. Yo, Rev. Like I said, man, I just wanted you to come and hang out, and hang out, just bullshit and talk some music.
There it is.
You know, eat a little, and I want my audience to know. If there's, you know, people should know you as far as, you know, what you've done and what you put in through the years. But for those that don't, they should know. And here at Vinyl Beats and Eats, I want everybody to, you know, to know who you are and what you do. And family, I'm telling you right now, you already know this is a part of our show. You know, we're about to jump in the second part. Yo, we're about to be blessed. Telling you, man.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
No.
We'll see what happens.
He's being humble. He's being humble. I'm telling you. We're fucking right here by greatness right here.
Freestyle vinyl set.
We're right here fucking just blessed with greatness right now. So, yo, fam, this is that part where you go to the bathroom, get something to drink, get something to eat, roll one up, and jump back with us. You already know, hit that Instagram, hit that link right there. We're about to jump into the second part. Hit like, subscribe, comment, keep it positive. Yo, hit that bell. It's your boy JC, Vinyl Beats and Eats, DJ Revolution, man. Yo, we're about to do this right now.
Let's do it.
One love.
Yeah.